Hello guys, welcome to another episode. In this episode, we'll be developing a siren. Pick up your IC socket, place it in the middle of your board. Yeah, you're done. Check your board if you have the same thing. So, the IC socket is on the middle of your ferro board. Put a tape around it. Let's go. So your soldering iron first, then the lead follows. Soldering iron first, the lead follows. Let's go again. So then yeah, we're done with that. Let's remove this patiently. Okay. So we're going in with our 10k resistor. So bend it at 90. You can see the way I went about the bending. So count to step parallel to your IC socket. O1, O2, come to the top most O, which is O3. If you bend your resistor very well, it should fit into the 4 holes. I have my resistor parallel to pin 8 and the other end parallel to pin 5. So let's continue through the same process. Let's go now. Yeah. Okay, we are good. So let's cut the leg. Okay, cut. Okay, I've removed that. I've removed my paper tape. So the next one now is bringing in the 1K. So just like we did for the 10K, bend 90 degree. So let's go. So the leads of the resistor will be going to pin 7. At the top of the pin, at the top of the IC pin, count 2 O's. 1, 2. Directly to pin 7. The O's directly to pin 7. 1, 2. Then drop your resistor. So if you bend your resistor very well, you should be occupying 4 O's. So put on your tape again. Let's solder. We are good to go. Let's cut the leads again. So we are done. Those are smooth. So this is our capacitor, which determines the buzzing of our siren. So if you want your siren to buzz in every 1 second, then you need to increase the value of this capacitor. If you want to buzz in every 0.5 seconds, you need to reduce the value of this capacitor. In my case, I'll be using 47 farad. I'll be using 47 farad for my buzzing. So remember, we're always bending it at 90 degrees. The longest leg of your capacitor is the positive, while the shortest leg is negative. We have 3 holes for the capacitor. 1, 2, the longest leg enters, then the shortest leg follows. So having only 1 hole in the middle. Yeah. Let's go again. So yeah. So this is very beautiful. We're almost done. So we are done with that. Let's start fixing our sockets. Count a hole directly to pin 8. 1, 2, then drop your IC on the 3rd hole. So from our right, we are counting only 1 hole to the left, then we drop our 2-pin socket. Then from the top, we are counting 2 holes. So let's change this. Okay, so your soldering coming first. Let's check. Let's move forward. So opposite the first 2-pin socket, to our right, directly to the IC socket, let's count those. 1, 2 to the right. Then on pin 5, let's count 2 downward. 1, 2. So if everything is fine, you have this 2 holes from the IC socket to your right, 2 holes from your pin 5 beneath. So let's go. Let's hold this very well. Yeah.
Now, this on this. So sit down first, leg follows. Sit down first, leg follows. So we are good.
So let's remove this. Now, so we are dropping our jumper on the second hole of pin 4 beneath. Then likewise the second hole of our 2-pin socket beneath. Drop that gently, then tape. Yeah, this fine. So we can cut as well. Let's cut. Let's go. So we're almost at the finish line. So having everything in place on the diagram, let's start connecting each component to the IC pin. Let's go now. Okay, so our resistor, our take resistor comes first. Okay, so let's go now. Yeah, so we are there. So we are taking it to pin 7. Gently solder, gently, yeah. So we are there. So let's do the same thing for pin 6 for our capacitor and the other leg of the 10K. Okay, let's go now. Okay, we are getting there. You have excess lead on your soldering tip, just dust a little. Be very, very careful when flinging so you don't injure yourself. So let's go now. Oh damn. Okay, I mistakenly bridge too. So follow me as I'll be separating this. Like I said, just dust, so dust outward. So don't dust like this, so you don't get the lead in your face. But anytime you're separating, put your soldering on any point you're trying to separate, then dust outward. Yes. So let's go again. Okay, so we are there. This is fine. So let's go now. So we are there now. Okay, so we have to join our 4-pin. Okay, so let's check our board again. Let's see. Okay, so we have to join our pin 4 with IC to our jumper. Just follow me out, so I'll be doing that. Okay, so same thing here. Let's get the other leg. Our pin 4. Okay, let's see the other leg of our pin 4. Okay, let's see where to put this. Let's just see if this comes in. If this other leg of the pin of the socket comes to this, then our pin 1, which is the ground, let's see how we do that. So this is what we are doing. This other leg over here, take it gently. Gently, yeah, come here. Okay, so we are there. So let's check our boat. Oh, it's beautiful. So we are moving. Okay, so pin 8 is going to pin 8 is going to the first lead of pin of our resistor, first leg of our resistor. So we'll be taking it to the socket. Let's go. So we are there. So our pin 1, which is the ground. Oh, sorry, there's a mix up. Let's go again. Yeah. So you notice your soldering is getting too hot. You can remove it and just come on at interval. Just switch it off. So so that you won't end up burning your board. So let's go again. So these are pin 1. Let's take it gently. Yeah, so we are good. So let's bring in our ground so we can join this guy here. So let's bring in our ground first. Gently. So let's continue. Let's keep going. Third track. Okay, let's keep soldering. So our ground is coming here. Let's start the train here also. Let's keep coming. Let's keep coming. Okay, so we can now so down back. So let's keep coming. We are coming. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's like I'm coming. So 1 O at a time. Yeah, so let's join both together. 1 hole at a time. Don't forget that. 1 hole at a time. One hole at a time. We're almost there. Yep. Finally there. So we are good. Okay, so let's join our positive row. Just bring it up 1 hole at a time. 1 hole at a time. 1 hole at a time. Oh, we're here. This is beautiful. Yes, so we are there. So let's look at what we might be needing. So be taking a jumper from pin 3 to the second. Pin 3 is our output. So we'll be taking a jumper to the second leg of the socket. So like I've already been saying, just peel your guy like this. So you don't need to stretch yourself, just a little, then drag. Okay. So 90 degrees. Then measure from pin 3. Pin 3 can come below this. Just measure pin 3 to your guy. Okay. Let's bend. Yeah. So cut. I know you might be wondering, like, why am I cutting most over here? It's because if you consider cutting it at the other end while peeling here, it will be very hard for you to shift and not be able to shift. So at the end, you might just end up rendering this guy, the jumper, naked. So just shift a little. Can you see now? So bend 90. Yeah, bend 90. Yeah. So let's go. Pin 3. Okay, so we are putting our copper on the hole next to pin 3 of our IC. Then the other one drops in on the hole next to the second pin of this 2-pin IC, of the 2-pin socket. So tape. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. So, okay. Let me cut first. The leads are too long. But don't worry, I'll cut later. Okay, you are good. So let's do the same for the other leg over here. Okay, so we can remove this. Yeah, so we are good. So let's cut the excess. Yeah, so everything we need is sorted out, so except the capacitor. So we need to take our ground to the capacitor, and we have already started a rail from pin 1 to the socket. Then let's go to the capacitor right now. So we can as well just drop this guy over here, drop it, 1 hole at a time, 1 hole at a time, 1 hole at a time. Okay, so let's come. Let's join to our body here. Yeah, let's keep going, 1 hole at a time. Almost there. We are almost there. Oh, just as expected. Right there right now. So everything we need, let's check again. Let's check our circuits. Like I said, just put your board up, check it, look at the connections. Pin 4 is going to the first leg. Pin 3, okay, our ground is going through. Okay, Salavi, we are good to go. So let's start the separation. Straight up, no time. Start the separation, start separating. Remember, I told you the reason why we separate is to make sure that no point is joining together. So just separate and be very careful so you don't injure yourself. So you can as well stretch out your compass. Separate all the lead trays. Separate everything. You don't want to finish your board and start seeing places bridging together. So let's separate. Let's keep separating. Okay, we are almost there. Going second time. So I want to be double sure of what I'm doing. Yeah, so we are good. So let's start bringing in the power and everything. Okay, as you can see, my power, this is my power cable, the one powering the board. It's connected to the switch to break the circuit and open the circuit. So let me put this in my board. So I'll be connecting the power source to the socket. Yes. So let's check our measurements. So whenever you are done with your assembling and arrangement, always make sure that you check the voltage. So we are expecting, if we put our positive probe of our multimeter on pin 8 and our negative probe of the multimeter on pin 1, you have to expect 12 volts. So let's switch on. Can you see? So we have 12.75 volts. So our arrangement is correct. So let's take up our negative probe from pin 1 and our positive probe from pin 8. So let's switch it off. It's better you disconnect the power source. Yeah. So now we're about to put the IC, which is the brain of the whole thing. Let's just lean it towards the table a little. So the reason why we are leaning it towards the table a little is to have a 90-degree stand of our IC. So let's go now. So the arc on the IC must be the same with the arc on your ferro board. So don't mistakenly reverse this. Any attempt to do that might damage your IC. So let's go again. The arc must be equal to the arc on the board. Let's go. So we are there. Now let's bring in our buzzer, the main man. Okay. So let's plug our guy here. Then let's go again. Connect the power source to your board. Then switch. Just selecting. Oh. So we are done. Our buzzer is working. Everything is working. So now we are left with the oscillating part. To do this now, to turn our buzzer into a siren, we connect our pin 6 to pin 2. So let's do that. We are done with our testing and everything. These are pin 6. Let's bring our guy. Bring it here. Yeah, one hole at a time. The reason why we are having this large chunk of lead is our soldering is very hot right now. So let's just remove this. So we have that. Let's bring in this. Let's run it. Let's separate that part. So we are good. So let's connect our voltage source. Let's check our board very well. Okay. Yeah. Let's connect our voltage source. Oh, Siren. Okay. Then let's turn on our switch. Can you see? So now we have a siren. So if you are not okay with this frequency of oscillation, you can increase or reduce the capacitor. Capacitor is one of the major guys, one of the major components controlling the oscillation. Let me switch this off. So if you are not okay with the oscillation of this buzzer, you can change the capacitor. Capacitor is one of the major components controlling the timing and everything. So you can either increase it for a longer delay or reduce it for a shorter delay. Yeah, thank you for joining me from the start to the end. Join me in the next episode. Thank you.